I want to show one thing. If we can pull up the McLaurin catch, because I'm getting some emails from some Bengals fans who are understandably a little salty about what happened last night. That catch at the end, Devin, as a former defensive back, I want to get your take on this. Did McLaurin retain possession completely through the act of going to the ground? I think he did, or more importantly, I don't think there's enough clear and obvious evidence to overturn it. And we always have to remember what the ruling on the field is. The ruling on the field is catch. But man, that ball moves when he hits the ground. Now, it's superhuman to do what he did, and he managed to hold on to the ball. But I got some Bengals fans saying, hey, that ball moved. I don't think it did, and there's no way it would have been clear and obvious. But, you know, since you're going to be wired and you're going to have a bias to say it should have been incomplete, what are your thoughts on that?
Normally, I am that guy. I'm heavy pro defensive back, but like right here, you can't dive into like this ultimate slow motion, the ball move. Like that's a catch. That's a catch any day of the week. And remember, I played in Super Bowl 52, Corey Clement back in the end zone, Eagles 2017 season where like what's a catch, what's not a catch. And Pittsburgh, Jesse Davis, he has a catch on the goal line against us. He falls, they call it not a catch. So that was like a big thing. But I think we've gotten to the point where these plays, like that's a catch. Let's not try to dig into it so much that the ball moves, but he never loses possession. The ball just moves in his hand to his arm where he still has the ball. I just hate when they start just like diving into the slow motion so much that it changes the game, like the year in the preseason where they were going to review pass interference. And I was like, they can't review pass interference. Every play is pass interference in slow motion. Like you just can't do that. So I'm sorry, Bengals fans, as much as you probably are like, they're cheating us. That was pass interference last week against Kansas City. Yes, it was pass interference. And I know you're mad because it was also pass interference Sunday night against Kansas City that they didn't call against Atlanta. But that doesn't change anything. Yeah, that should have been pass interference too. And sadly enough, for Cincinnati Bengals fans, Terry McLaurin's catch, that was a catch.
Jason Garrett will say from time to time when we're watching games on Sunday, when they're doing a replay review, show it in full speed. Show it in real time. Don't do the frame-by-frame Zapruder film thing. That's not his comment. That's mine. But because you're right, it's all happening so fast. And what Terry McLaurin did there was superhuman because he also was getting dragged down from behind. That was pass interference as well that wasn't called. It didn't matter. He made the catch. But if that ball had come out, it should have been first and goal on the one. So it's amazing. There aren't many human beings who can do what Terry McLaurin did. And we saw a couple of those. One thing that happened last night, too, and I'm going to pivot on the fly here to something else that really impressed me. When De'Ami Brown made that catch and started running toward the middle of the field and got blown up, remember that play?
Geno Stone hit him.
The fact that he did not fumble is astounding to me. That he held on to that ball when he got rocked. Because how many times have we seen guy gets hit like that and the first thing that goes flying other than the mouthpiece is the football?
And he took a shot. And we don't always see, like, usually those shots are like, I'm running and I'm looking this way and somebody comes and hit. Like Brown is going across the field. He's making moves and I'm watching with my wife. I'm like, oh. And then Geno Stone comes and, again, levels him. But, again, it goes to the fact of how dialed in everybody on Washington was. Because I think that was like a 2nd and 19 type of play where they're just trying to get rid of the ball. And
right after a sack. Right after a sack. Yep.
What Brown does on that, it set up an opportunity to have a third down, a manageable. And I don't remember if that was a drive where they went for it on 4th down. I don't remember, but just the way that like he goes and he does that, he gets killed, doesn't fumble the ball, but then it pops right back up to let Geno Stone know, hey, big hit, but I'm good. We're coming back. Not that Geno Stone saw it because he was celebrating, rightfully so, because you hit a guy like that and you get up and you go crazy. But again, that was really only flair that we really got from Cincinnati, other than a couple sacks that, didn't really change possessions that much. Not many. Trezway didn't get much work punting the ball, like all of those different things. But yeah, I agree with you. To take that hit and to get up, not fumble, continue a drive. Brown, like everyone was dialed in. And, shout out that receiving core, because when Dotson got traded, a lot of people were like, why would you trade this guy? Like, how much better is he going to make Philadelphia? Now adding him with those other two guys in Philadelphia. But you look, rookie quarterback, young receivers, they're still showing up and being productive.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.